This is NAS AHMED for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This is the most sought out interview I've wanted from a member of Team Anthony Joshua. I'm joined by the one and only NAS AHMED. How are we, sir?
Not too bad, not too bad.
You don't really do interviews, so do you want to just speak about that first? We have had you on IFL before, but never on your own. So yeah, you're not a man that does many interviews.
Yeah, you know what it is? Will from 258 won't allow me to do interviews. He tells me I'm not allowed to talk. He wants me to keep this low-key persona.
I think that's a pack of lies, personally, but...
No, you have to speak to Will about that.
I'll speak to Will about that, don't worry. Yeah, out here for, obviously, your boy Anthony Joshua. Just talk to me, firstly, about camp. How's that been? You've been in Saudi for a while. How's everything gone?
We've been in Saudi forever. It's been nice, been good. Humid. We've adapted. It's like, honestly, we've been living out here. It's nice. It's been a good camp, good experience. The people here are lovely. The food here is incredible. Just everything, like, yeah, we feel like we fitted in out here, and it's been a good time. We had a good camp in Loughborough before we came out here. So yeah, everything's gone well.
The press conference ended yesterday, and Anthony Joshua asked for the mic back and said,
We've got a special guest on the Farmers interview.
"Oh, here we go."
Uncle Derek. It's a regular size ice cream cone, by the way. Derek's just got big hands.
Yeah.
That's a regular size ice cream cone.
I was just asking you, Naz, about Joshua stopped the press conference at the end yesterday.
Yeah.
I wanted to thank his sparring partner, so I want you to talk to me about sort of some of the sparring you've seen and some of the sparring partners that Josh has had in camp.
I can't talk too much about the sparring, except that it's been good. We've had loads of guys. I'm not going to run through the list because I've not got all the names at the top of my head. We've had a lot of good guys in. They've all come, done their job. Different styles, different heights, different levels of pro and amateur experience. We've had a lot of good guys and got a lot of good sparring. And I think King was right the other day when he said we had about 13 guys in overall during camp. But yeah, it's been very good. They've all been helpful.
Derek, what's this man like in camp?
This is the first time we've met.
Hi, I'm Derek. What's your name?
Hey, Naz.
Oh, you're Naz.
I'm Umar's cousin.
Okay.
Umar's cousin.
Oh, I never met this guy before. Okay, cool. Hey, listen, this man here, even when I was in Sheffield, he makes things happen. You know, part of the team, he's the biggest chain link in the team. You know, he gets the guys from the airport. He looks after them. He makes them so feel comfortable. You know, if your sparring partners are comfortable and they're happy, they're not feeling homesick, they can come to the gym and give you a good workout. And that's where he comes involved. Looking after the guys, make sure everybody's got what they need so they can give AJ the best sparring ever. You understand? And then he can say things as well, like, you know what, you need to do more, AJ, sometimes. And that's good, because Naz is the real deal. You know, if you got a training team, if you don't have a guy like Naz on your team, you need to find somebody like that who can help you to make the things happen.
It's big words from Derek, the real deal.
I appreciate it. I'll slip him that tenner later on.
How much you paying me for? Yeah.
No, but I genuinely do believe, especially in a heavyweight camp, the sparring partners are key. Because most of the work is done in sparring. Like you can do all the pads, all the bag work, everything you want. I'm not talking like a coach here as well. I'm not qualified to be a coach or anything like that. But sparring, in my opinion, and a lot of the coaches' opinions and the fighters' opinions, is key. If you have good sparring, you'll have a good fight.
I can ask both of you this question, being around AJ. What's the one big difference that you've noticed in Joshua's mentality before the first Usyk fight in comparison to this training camp?
That's a hard one because Josh always puts in the work. He always puts in the work. I honestly think he's one of the hardest working men out there.
Something surely switched in his mind, no?
I'm trying to think now.
Derek, maybe you? Have you noticed anything?
Derek knows more of the fighters' mentality.
Yeah. He went home. He watched the first fight happen. He didn't even watch the whole of it, I don't think. He watched a couple of rounds and he goes, what the hell was that? When I spoke to him, he goes, that stinks. So he's going to go back now and knock this dude out. He knows he can't box a guy. He has to assess his power he's got and knock this guy out. That is it. It's simple as like that.
Okay. What's he like off camera? Because AJ, because obviously the viewers watching this have only seen him on camera. What's he actually like to be around?
He is what he's on camera.
Yeah?
Josh is just a cool guy. Cool guy. He's all about boxing. He's all about having a laugh. You know, he's just a cool guy. What you see is what you get. He's not. People think he has like two sides, this and that. Nah, Josh is Josh.
Yeah, people,
Derek's Derek. People think he puts on an act and he's just acting like this for the camera. Derek's Derek.
I like ice cream.
you munched that quick. Yeah, people think AJ's got two sides. He's got the media side, and then the real AJ is what people say.
No.
What's the real AJ?
Don't know. That's why I went inverted commas. But
People are just people. Like, you're not who I see you to be every day, are you? Like, at home, you have different sides. At work, you have a different side. You just got to adapt to the environment where you are. Like, I don't sit down with Derek Chisora in my shorts in Saudi every day. You know, it's the situation we're in right now.
right, the burning question is, I don't think anyone could pull this off by you. You're of course part of Team Joshua, but you're also part of Team Wilder.
Bomb squad.
How on earth did that ever happen?
Bomb squad, baby. Me and Wilder have been friends since way before he won a world title. He fought in Sheffield, and we had we got a mutual friend, Richard Towers. Big up Richard. And he was away at the time. He was in Germany. I remember he just this is when no one in the UK knew Wilder, and Richard just rang me and he said, "Oh, I've got a friend here from America. Do you mind just showing him around Sheffield for a week?" And we just became friends ever since. Like, he's cool. Like, we've been boys for years, almost 10 years. His whole team, his family, my family. My brothers hang around with my nephew's known Wilder his whole life.
Yeah.
His whole life. So yeah, like, that's just family, yeah.
So we know he's coming back against Robert Helenius. After Derek beat Pulev, there was a lot of talk about potentially Derek fighting Deontay Wilder, and a lot of people in boxing, respected people in boxing, trainers, pundits, were very vocal about not wanting to see Derek in against Deontay Wilder. What are your thoughts on that?
What a question. My opinion is, listen, Derek's a real one. I could never tell Derek Chisora who to fight and who not to fight. I could never tell Wilder who to fight and who not to fight. That's not my job. That's what
Here's a trick question for you. Yeah, you're doomed here on this question. You're fucked.
Ask me predictions for the fight.
No.
I'm not asking you predictions, but what
Okay. Here's a question I want to ask, because
take the mic.
you said you know Deontay Wilder is family to you, and 100%. I remember when he came to Sheffield. I actually remember because we actually asked for the fight, me and Frank, and he didn't turn it down. He's family to you. Let's say if things happen like 4 or 5 years ago, not even 4 or 5 years ago. Let's say if things happen in the next 6 months, wish or something like that. Deontay Wilder versus AJ. Who's your money on?
What question?
That will be continued one day.
God, Naz, I won't put you in any more awkward situations. What a cameo from Derek. Okay, we're back to Naz. Derek's left the party. Yeah, last question. I know you guys are very, very confident, have been all week, that Josh is going to get the job done. I think people back home aren't on the same page as that, and understandably so, watching the first fight. Tell everyone back home, watching IFL, why AJ is going to do the business this Saturday. Naz?
So the last fight, people have got it in their heads like it was some walkover for Usyk. Like, okay, yeah, he won, but it weren't as wide as people make out, and it probably was Josh's worst night, probably Usyk's best night, and you can do all the talking you want, but you're gonna have to go out there and win. So pretty pointless me telling you why he's gonna do this, why he's gonna do this, why he's gonna do that. Saturday night you'll see.
Okay, Naz, great to get you on IFL. I think this is going to be a rarity, but hopefully we do get you on.
I might get the itch. I might get the itch and start coming on regular.
If you ever do, you've got mine and Coogan's numbers.
I want to do them Eddie Hearn 40-minute ones sometime. When I'm retired.
No problem. I'll make the trip to Sheffield for that. Naz, appreciate your time and best of luck this weekend with Team Joshua.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad. I've punched him a few more times.
5 blokes outside my front door. Can you come and help
One
me?
hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.